Okay, Impact this week kicks off a 71 rated segment, much better than last episode. That's a good start. And we open up with the new and improved. The Establishment are here in all of their glory. Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, the TNA World Champion, Bobby Lashley, the Pope, Mr. Anderson. Bobby Roode, James Storm is there as well. We just couldn't put him in this bit. They're all out there. They are bragging about the fact that they're together. They're unstoppable. When they're interrupted, that's the word, by the Partnership of Pain, who are looking out there for a fight. They make the challenge to Bobby Lashley, and the match is made for tonight. That's right. We're going to do Bobby Lashley versus Tomko right here on Impact. Should be interesting, that one. 71, though. A good start to the show. Right, Jay Lethal cut a promo on Austin Aries for 49. We started this feud last week when Jay Lethal, of course, cut a promo talking about Austin Aries. Lethal and Consequences Creed took a promo on Austin Aries about the attack that he did on the Amazing Red. So, yeah, they're looking for revenge for their friend. They're baby faces, so all the baby faces are friends, of course. When Consequences Creed takes on Austin Aries, that's next. So 49 for the promo. The match gets a 58. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Austin Aries was 61, carries it. Consequences Creed puts in a 40. The future Xavier Woods pinned with a 450 splash. They got just over 8 minutes to put on a decent little match. Get a 3-star match out of that, and I'm happy. And they close to it in theory, 58. You know what I mean? That's what? 2 and 3/4 3-star match. I'll take that for the mid card. Happy days. Okay, the Angle post match for a 46. Then we had Austin Aries attacking Consequences Creed again. Jay Lethal comes out from the back. You can say that Consequences Creed wanted to do this on his own, so Lethal wasn't out there at ringside as well. But he comes out to save his tag partner from yet another vicious, despicable attack from Austin Aries. That's the idea. Anyway, right, backstage segment then we'll go to where Sting and Kurt Angle approach Samoa Joe. That's right, they approach Samoa Joe. They're talking about Dishonored. I was meant to say Dishonored are off screen here, and it's probably affected the segment rating, but that's my fault. That's on me. And they approach Samoa Joe. Of course, Sting, Joe, and Kurt Angle were all attacked last week on Impact and Explosion, which is where Joe was attacked by Dishonored. And they say, look, we've got your back tonight against Dishonored if you'll have our back. That's what Sting and Angle say to Samoa Joe. They're looking to sort of team up. Samoa Joe walks away without saying a word. Of course, he's still a heel, remember. 55. Let's see where that goes throughout the day. Jeff Hardy in action next then. Jeff Hardy defeats Dr. Stevie for 64. Just a match, really, to get Jeff Hardy a win in the TV title hunt he is at the moment. We'll get to that in a second. 72, though, by Jeff Hardy. Really good performance from him. 35 from Dr. Stevie. You know, Dr. Stevie in a wrestling ring in 2010 isn't always a good idea, but, you know, we needed an opponent for him, so it's fine. Post-match then, Jeff Hardy is, well, out comes Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff says, look, I've listened to your challenge. You want a match with Johnny Impact for the TV title. But the thing is, Jeff, that's a pay-per-view match. That's not a match we give out on free television. That's not how this business works. So guess what? At Slammiversary, Jeff Hardy, you're going to have a shot at the TV title. Now, if Johnny Impact's still champion by then, the match will be made. Eric Bischoff seemingly confirms it will be Jeff Hardy versus Johnny Impact at Slammiversary if Johnny Impact can retain his title until then. But of course, that doesn't make Johnny Impact happy, and it also doesn't make his manager, Ric Flair, very happy, who comes out fuming, takes the jacket off, throws it down, having a proper Flair tantrum, elbow drops to the jacket, and then as he gets back up, Jeff Hardy just lays out Ric Flair with a twist of fate. You can't imagine Johnny Impact will be pleased with that. He won't be. That's a spoiler. He won't be. Right, 74. Good segment, though. Let's go to a promo from the tag team, the former tag team champions, Paul London and Brian Kendrick, on the new tag team champions, Beer Money. 50-rated segment here. They tell Beer Money they are next in line. But are they next in line? Well, let's find out, because the establishment are in their office talking about the tag team division, and Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff come to a decision that next week there will be a number one contenders match between 4 tag teams. That's right, fatal 4-way tag team action next week. It's going to be London and Kendrick against the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Flock, Eddie Kingston and Kenta, versus the American Wolves. One of those teams will go on to Slammiversary to fight for the tag team championship. 68, pretty good backstage promo. Right, we'll go to another backstage promo. There's a lot of them tonight, but we're telling some stories. And here comes Kevin Nash, and he's talking about the match that's been confirmed for Slammiversary. It's Kevin Nash versus Shark Boy, remember? Last week, Nash laid out Shark Boy with a respectful powerbomb to, sort of say, look, I respect you, but, mind games. You get the point. And he sort of cuts a promo here, and he says to Shark Boy, look, Shark Boy's in action right now, and it's time that Shark Boy showed what he can do without Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash will not be at ringside as his Cool Sharks partner. Shark Boy takes on, Desmond Wolfe, the 6th best wrestler in the world, remember? And Shark Boy gets a victory for 52, the stunner, and he defeats Desmond Wolfe. That's not terrible. I'm really hoping Shark Boy start putting in better performances, but maybe a match with Kevin Nash will do that. 52, Shark Boy wins, going on to the match with Kevin Nash at Slammiversary. Post-match then, Kevin Nash does come out to applaud the win and then tries to sneak in another jackknife powerbomb, but this week, Shark Boy saw it coming. He counters, stunner to Kevin Nash, and Shark Boy walks to the back. Kevin Nash gets himself up in the ring, sort of sat up, selling the stunner, but chuckling to himself like, oh, you're learning. You are learning, Shark Boy. I like it. Right. 6-man promo here from Dishonored. Roderick Strong, Kevin Steen, Low Key for a 53. Got a promo on the TNA Super Sons. That's what I'm calling them. Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, and Sting. He says, in particular, about all 3 of them, he calls them weak, Low Key does, and a letdown, and they say Samoa Joe knows better than to retaliate to what they did last week, because Samoa Joe is not man enough to step up. He won't be happy with that. He definitely won't be happy with that. Right, D'Angelo De Niro is walking backstage when he's attacked by AJ Styles, getting revenge for the turn on him last week. The 2 men brawl around ringside. They're split up by referees as we go to break. But these guys are in a fight. Right, let's hype some matches for next week then. We already announced this fatal 4-way, of course, for the tag team championship. Number 1 contendership should be a very good match. But how about this? We're going to do this. Kurt Angle versus Roderick Strong. A dream match for some. Maybe not at this point, but we'll see how it goes. Kurt Angle, Roderick Strong, 1-on-1 next week on Impact. And also, this is a huge match. This is a potential main event. Kevin Nash will take on Bobby Lashley. Because why not? The retirement tour goes on, and it goes through the world champion next week on Impact. That could be a main event. But so could this. AJ Styles and the Pope will do battle. The brawl earlier, and it's been confirmed. AJ and the Pope on Impact next week. A stacked Impact. But we're not quite done, because next week it'll also be Mr. Anderson versus Matt Morgan. Some huge matches there. 5 huge matches for Impact next week, aka Thursday if you're watching on YouTube. Right, we did a segment in the ring with the knockout champion Madison Rayne, talking about how she's champion now and no one can stop her. Out comes a whole host of challengers: Tara, Amazing Kong, Angelina Love, ODB. We also put Alicia Flash in there as well. The whole point of this is we're going to be hyping that from this comes a battle royal. That's right, we're going to do a battle royal on Explosion. Stu is booking the Knockouts division now. This is what he's decided. We're going to do a battle royal and explosion for the number 1 contendership. Let's see what happens. 29. It has brought the show down. It has definitely brought the show down. Not good. Okay, TV title on the line here. I'm not giving it the big thing, but whoa, what a match. Maybe I should have given it a big thing. I literally just saw the segment rating. Johnny Impact defeats El Generico for the TV title, retains the title in about 9 minutes. Starship Pain. Johnny Impact is a legend because he's put in a 78 to get a 78 rated match out of El Generico. That's incredible. That is a really, really top guy sort of performance, and I'm actually really pleased he's managed to do that. Yeah, El Generico 54, not bad at all. Why has El Generico got a TV title match? I hear you say, because good match. That's why. That's just that's why. All right, that's why. Post-match, Johnny Impact calls out Jeff Hardy, fuming about what Jeff Hardy did to Ric Flair. Johnny was showing his aggression against El Generico in the match, and he shows it again here against Jeff Hardy. And the brawl starts. They absolutely brawl in the ring. The fans go wild for it in theory. But Reign will be out there, the Knockouts champion, and get in the way, provide the distraction, allowing Johnny Impact to hit the Starship Pain and win the brawl, which may not have been what people necessarily expected here, but Johnny Impact lays him out. Right, Bobby Lashley got a promo on AJ Styles for 72. Good promo from Bobby Lashley. It's not his forte, but he's done a good promo there. That's before Lashley and Tomko, which gets us a 68. A Dragon Sleeper got the win for Bobby Lashley. The Hurt Lock, if we're really being honest. Bobby Lashley, 70 performance. Tomko, 42, so he did drag it down. But 68 is not bad at all. It's not the main event, because we've still got Sting and Low Key to go. But that's not really bad at all. Post-match, Lashley goes to attack Tomko some more. But before his partner Matt Morgan can come out, AJ Styles is out there straight away, attacks Bobby Lashley, and takes advantage big time to attack the champ and lay him out for a 67. Right, let's get on to the main event. It's a long show, this, but we're going to get on to the main event. Sting and Angle cut a promo on the runaway renegade Dishonored. 61 for the promo. They talk about the fact that they're fighting the numbers game here, and they're not confident that they can win. Will they win? Will Sting beat Low Key, or will Low Key get a huge victory? Let's find out in the main event. For a 67, not fantastic in the main event. It was a risk, but Low Key defeats Sting in 10 minutes or so, the Warriors way, following interference from Roderick Strong. 50 rated from Low Key, 68 from Sting. Didn't carry it like I expected him to, which is a bit of a shame. But Low Key gets a huge win over Sting here. Post-match, Dishonored are beating down Sting. They're beating down Kurt Angle when out comes Samoa Joe to even the odds. And he does even the odds. He fights off Dishonored. And then when Sting gets to his feet, he offers out a handshake to Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe refuses the handshake. We're not doing the turn just yet. Not just yet. Let's build it a little bit more. 56. Not a great end to the show, I'll be honest, but it gives us a 65. So the end to the show killed us a little bit, as did the Knockouts division angle, I'd argue. Really dragged it down a little bit, which is a bit of a shame. Potentially could have put the TV title in the main event. Did think about it, but I did not think Impact and El Generico would pull off a 78. So this game gives you wonders sometimes. Absolute wonders. Okay, Explosion this week kicks off with Daniels coming to the ring in crutches. That's right, after the brawl with Pac last week, Daniels has suffered a debilitating knee injury. And he is not cleared to wrestle tonight. But he will be on colour commentary for the 6-man tag. Taking his place will be Eric Young. So the World Elite now come together against Pac and the Partnership of Pain in the opener for a 51, and Matt Morgan pins Brutus Magnus to get the win. Pac and the Partnership of Pain get the victory. The best performance, Matt Morgan with a 60. 55 from Eric Young, pretty good. 52 from Doug Williams is pretty good as well. Pac only a 41, a little bit low from him, I'll be honest, but it's okay. 51. Let's move on. Okay, the angle between Pac and Daniels post-match gets a 43. Pac and Daniels get into an argument, but because Daniels is on crutches, Pac decides to walk away. Big mistake, because Daniels is not hurt. Daniels was playing a trick, and he crutch shot to the head. That's it. Crush shot to the back of the head and the neck. Daniels leaves Pac laying down and out. Okay, we went backstage with the World Elite. Eric Young, Brutus Magnus and Doug Williams are questioning everything. In particular, Magnus is questioning what the hell are they doing, because all they keep doing lately is losing and losing and losing. And Eric Young does not look happy at being questioned. So, yeah, maybe this will continue on Explosion if I can remember to continue booking it. Lethal Consequences cut a promo talking about how they want to be tag team champions. This is their destiny to be tag team champions. And that starts tonight in the main event against Dishonored, because if they get a big victory, they'll put themselves right into the hunt for the tag team titles. And ahead of this fatal four-way on Monday, they're not being considered. They think they should be. Let's see. Right, Tyler Black got a very good victory over Hernandez here for 58. Hernandez carried it, don't get me wrong, with a 58. But Tyler Black put in a 47 and got the pinfall victory with a level up. He's stepping up a level indeed. A distraction though from Mick Foley, who got into an argument with Homicide, and a win for Tyler Black. This feud between LAX and the Kingslayers will continue though. Promo here from the Kingslayers for 42. It's more Mick Foley cutting the promo, talking about how these two stars are the future of professional wrestling. Backstage, shall we go? No, we can't. We won't go. Will we go? No, yeah. Backstage, Jeff Hardy approaches Abyss for a 72 rated segment here. Very good. He approaches Abyss. Abyss is getting the TV title shot on Impact. It's been confirmed. Abyss versus Johnny Impact next episode on Impact for the TV title. And Jeff says, good luck. I wish you the best of luck, because of course if Abyss wins and Abyss can retain the title going in to Slammiversary, you'll be looking at Jeff Hardy versus Abyss for the TV title. Right, it's Battle Royal time. Who will be going on to Slammiversary to take on the Knockouts champion Madison Rayne? Let's talk it through then. In terms of the booking, there's lots of people involved, but what I would say comes down to a final three, and that final three is Angelina Love, Tara and Kong. That's right, the amazing Kong. And Kong just has been obliterating everyone. She's got the most eliminations in the match. So Tara and Angelina Love know they need to team up. They do. They dump Kong out. Big shock. Kong is out. That leaves Love versus Tara in kind of a one-on-one match, but over the top rules. Who will get the title shot? Let's find out. The winner is Angelina Love. That's right, she's back in the company and she's back getting a one-on-one singles opportunity. This isn't bad at all, actually. 54. Fair play to Stu for a pretty good booking here. We're going to do Angelina Love versus Madison Rayne at the pay-per-view. The beautiful people completely explode. At the same pay-per-view that the Cool Sharks explode. Just saying. Yeah, really good match. I've got no problem with this at all. We did the eye candy match. It worked. Look at the people involved and we got 54. Very good stuff. Congratulations on some good booking. Okay, some matches for next week then. We're going to be doing Pac versus Eric Young. If Pac is ready to fight next week after the crutch shot, he'll be taking on Eric Young. That's not all. The Flock will be in action against the American Wolves. There have been seemingly a bit of tension between the two teams over the last few weeks. Eddie Kingston and Kenta versus Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards next week on Explosion. And the main event will be Shark Boy taking on Rhino. Shark Boy taking on Rhino. Shark Boy has asked for this match. He's got to get his head around fighting a big man, a big monster. Well, Rhino is a big monster. Shark Boy and Rhino next week on Explosion. Right, before the main event, it's Dishonored cutting a promo on Sting, Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle for 60. This is a much better promo than the one on Impact, which is good to see. And the main event is Dishonored, Roderick Strong and Kevin Steen against Lethal Consequences. And that gets us a 51 for the main event. Kevin Steen pins Consequences Creed with a handful of the tights after interference from Austin Aries. I don't know why it hasn't chosen to do it, but yeah, Austin Aries interferes, distracting Jay Lethal for the victory for Dishonored. 35 from Kevin Steen, so hopefully the win will boost him, but the best performer, Roderick Strong with a 54. Very good for him. and a big win for Dishonored in the main event of Explosion this week. The post-match angle, the show-ending angle, sees Austin Aries in the ring with Lethal Consequences, and he destroys them both with the X Division Championship. Belt shots to the face, and the X Division champion Austin Aries, well, he is enjoying himself on Explosion tonight. That gives us a 54 rated Explosion. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. We've done some good stuff here. The 6-man tag was okay. Tyler Black got a good win. Angelina Love got a good win, and a good win for Dishonored in the main event. It's Explosion. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. It's a solid TV show. That I'm pretty pleased.